Are y'all ready to get it started up in here? I said, are y'all ready to get it started now? Come on, B. Did y'all see Wendy Williams? Honey, you know she had that documentary going on tonight. Also, Kelly Rowland. Did y'all see that show? She had her debut tonight, too. Everybody debuting tonight. And we can't forget about Tiffany, honey. Tiffany, she is out in Beyonce's secrets, girl. I had to talk about Beyonce because I got a special request by, what's his name again, Tim? I forgot, Trey. Trey, I hope you're up in here, and I hope you call, because you said you got some tea about this Tiffany and Beyonce we need to hear. Ooh, so much. And Porsha, honey, did you hear about the scams with her and her husband? They say that she hired the same lawyer, divorce lawyer, that she used to represent her against the football player. What's his name? The gay football player that she was married to. She's still getting scammed by men, huh? She didn't know her first husband was zesty, and she didn't know this husband was a goddamn scammer. Did she ever marry Dennis? Is this her third or second divorce? I'll tell you one thing. Yeah, Cordell, that's his name. You guys know the phone lines are already open. You already know how I get down. Call in. What you waiting on? Knowing you don't like to wait anyway. I want D-Script to create an... Hey! Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? We are back here at the Messy Sweet Spot. It's so good to see y'all up in here. Come on, come on, come on. Honey, where do we start? Where do we start? I cannot believe the things I'm hearing about Beyonce. This girl named Tiffany, she works in the industry, and she has the worst things to say about Beyonce and her beehive. And I want to know what are y'all thoughts on that, okay? And Wendy Williams, honey, did you see it? Did you see it? I didn't like it. I did not like how she was portrayed in this documentary. She was so mean and verbal abusive. Honey, I would have quit. I'm not allowing nobody to talk to me any type of way, especially if we ain't related. Clearly, she's not in her right frame of mind. And you know what? Y'all love it. Y'all love when people are acting crazy. Just like Charleston White, he says that the black people, they understand him more when he speaks their language, when he's acting crazy. But when he's speaking with common sense, black people, they don't understand. They can't comprehend. They're more so they like the craziness of it. And, you know, that's sad. That is sad. So, you know, I'm sure a lot of people like Wendy Williams being all mean and out of her mind, you know, shaming people and talking down on people. I would not want... Wendy Williams would never have this displayed of herself. She always know, you know, that is the TV lights camera. She throws shade, and she's her about it. But behind the scenes and just in her real life, you know, we don't see her being mean or horrible to people. She cared about her reputation. She didn't want that out into the world. So I want to know, what narrative did you guys get from this TV show? Because Anise says she wanna have her narrative. Honey, the white folks gonna take this and tear her apart. Do you hear what I'm saying? All you doing is giving them ammunition to drag Wendy Williams and to destroy her legacy. When we are dead and gone, what would they say about the late Wendy Williams? Okay, they definitely gonna have these video footage and documentaries to say this is who that girl was. The new community or the new people, they be like, oh my gosh, she was horrible. They were horrible back in the day. Girl, honey. Well, listen, I want to know your thoughts about it. Let's get these likes up. Elizabeth says she didn't see it. Honey, they got a little clip. I'll play a little clip right here. This is what they got going on. Check this out.
Okay. Order something and make you fatter. Okay. All right.
So she told the girl, go downstairs and eat something to make her fatter.
See you in a sec. I wish you would get liposuction. Okay. What the brand is this?
Ugh.
UGG?
Yeah.
Put it in the same position, please. Close it all the way.
So you get a taste of that. She's very nasty. She's very rude. She's out of her mind. But, there's some black people, honey, especially the niggas, they think this is normal to talk to someone like this, to demean someone that's trying to be there for you. Okay? So clearly, she is still out of her mind. Could you imagine how she's talking to set production? You're going to cause her to get a lawsuit because I don't care if you hire someone and you're talking to someone that way and you say the wrong thing, Wendy can get sued. She can get sued. And you can't play, well, she ain't mean it. She was out of her mind. That's why she can't work. She is a liability. She's not an asset. She is a liability. Okay? So that's just partial of it. But the niggas, they love it, don't they? Don't they love the mess? Oh, I didn't even see this. Hey, 804, you're live on the air. Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. You know I love my callers. What's going on, boo?
Hey, Gigi, this C.A. Lean. You know I'ma always call in.
Hey,
C.A.
Lean.
How you doing?
Honey, I'm just happy you didn't call. I had somebody to talk to. I get lonely up here.
I know you're doing. You know I'ma always call if I catch this late live.
Come on.
But as far as Wendy go, I feel like Wendy got on her high horse, and I truly believe like people with dementia, for instance. I have an aunt, she has it, and out of all of the siblings, my grandma and her siblings, she was the meanest one. And she's also the only one that has dementia, and she is mean as a snake even now, not remembering what she said 2 seconds ago. So they did say, like, those type of things contribute to it because it's chemical imbalances that start first. So I'm not saying that Wendy was right, but it was talk around the industry that she started getting money and she wanted to start showing that she was an authoritative figure. Like she wanted people to pretty much bow to her. And what she say go like, because she's paying them, I can talk to you a certain way if you want this paycheck because you are expendable, replaceable. So if you want to keep this check, fall in line. I can talk to you any kind of way.
Well, I'm glad you said that. But you and we all, everybody in this chat need to know we're not playing games with people. Maybe that would have flew in the 90s and the 80s, but you will not talk to anybody like they're less than. Do you understand me? I don't care if you got billions of dollars. You are no better than anyone out here. And that goes for the Diddy's of the world. That goes for the Wendy Williams of the world. And anybody else that want to feel it. This is sick. This is sick and inexcusable.
I'm not justifying it.
Right. Talking about we
I'm
all
not
mean the
justifying
F.
it, but
no, and if we're all mean, then we need to come together and we need to stay on our knees and pray there and ask for mercy and ask to be humbled.
Yep.
Okay, because that is not the way to go about life, being mean to people. Something is truly wrong with you when you have all that hatred in your heart, and that's what you have to give to everybody. You know, you're full of a mean-spirited person. You know, when you're full of love, you have love to give. You are a blessing to be around.
And it was so.
And
there would never be a time repeated over and over again where you're like talking down to people. I get that she report on, I guess, entertainment news, But Wendy has always been judgmental, and that's how she made her staple. So I can only imagine behind the scenes as her employee, if she's talking about regular people like this, like they're nothing. The people that she's actually employing, they went through hell.
Well,
The
she
more
better
money
be
she got, the meaner
glad.
she got.
She better be glad they didn't sue her because now we are suing people that treat us mean in the workplace. That is an abuse of power because you are in control of my livelihood and I have to take it.
And that's very true. And I wouldn't be surprised if she had private settlements because it makes for a hostile work environment. And being that she did work up into the 21st century, I would not be surprised if she had someone that was timid but had enough sense to know this is not going to fly, recorded her evidence, and some stuff was just settled outside of going to court. I would not be surprised.
You know it was. You know it was. I'm sure of it. I am sure of it. And you know, you talk about dementia. I had an auntie that passed away from dementia. I was not there during the time where she was going through her episodes, but I did have a talk with her daughter, which is my oldest cousin, one of my older cousins, and she
Mhm.
did say, you know, it takes you back. She would be very mean, say hurtful things, and you know, all the
Uh huh.
kids could not be around her because even though she don't know what she's saying, we are still human and it affects us and it hurts. Okay? And words cut sometimes more than a physical touch does. Because when you physical
It
touch,
does.
that scar is going to heal within a what couple of weeks. But once you say hurtful things with your words, that scars for years, okay? Especially if you're not going to get help for it. It can cause you to go down a deep road, okay, of no return.
And it
So
makes you
words,
think,
go
like, this
ahead.
is what you think of me?
Yeah.
Because she told my grandma that she was going to pour out um, pow pow on her in
Mm-hmm.
one episode when she was just going crazy. And this is when my great grandma was alive, God rest her soul. And she said it in front of her mom, and that's how we knew that she was like really off the deep end in the episode because they would never talk like that in front of my great grandma, which is their mom,
Yeah, that's scary. You
let
know,
alone to each other.
yeah, my grandma before she passed, she said that's her fear to lose her mind. You know, she said as long as I
Mhm.
got my peace of mind, I want my peace of mind as long as I got my mind. And you know, the mind is so important and we take it for granted every single day. And Wendy Williams, she
We
does
do.
not have her mind. She is not sane. And you can see it through the documentary. And even though my grandma, she passed away with her mind, she did have some horrible, mean things to say about some of my family members, which they stopped coming around her and to see her at the hospital. Just
Mhm.
because of words they could not stomach, so that will cause people to back off, you know, until
Absolutely.
you go to hospice.
And I mean, even in them cases, some people are like, I mean, I didn't see you when you was well. I don't want to see you like that. You know, some people just they cut that line right there because when you get to that point, like I said, you're really expressing how you truly feel. So
Hmm.
this is a deep resentment you have towards your children, your grandchildren, other family members, siblings. You know what I'm saying? Your first cousins, you know, especially in the black community, first cousins are like siblings to you because everybody grow up together. And it's like, oh, I've known you all my life, and this is how you feel. So people will remove themselves up until the point of, you know, when it's time to leave this earth out the flesh. And that'll be that because it's been such a hard thing for them to deal with when it came to you and the things that you done said because I would never look at you that way. So why are you looking at me that way when I would give you my last?
Hmm.
It's hard. I mean, Wendy Williams, she had it rough in the industry, especially with her husband. But even prior to him, she had her demons and things like that. And I think truly, if she would have got those things resolved before starting the show, I don't think she would be in the state that she is in now, even when it came to her divorce from her husband, because she was so dependent on him when it came to love to try to piece her heart back together when she should have been the cure to her own brokenness at the time.
It seemed like to me he was a good homeboy. He didn't give her a love
Right.
a husband would give to a wife in traditional sense. So it's sad that she will never, and she have never had that love of the traditional sense
Correct.
of a man of a woman, a man protecting and being faithful to his wife and honoring his wife and keeping the family together as traditional a man should be. That is his role, traditional. He was not a traditional man. He was very modern, okay? For him to live off of her money and take that money and spend it on other women and get pregnant and have a baby and just do what he did. Oh my God, that is your enemy. But people are
Yeah.
saying that I know you said she had it rough. My first thoughts, who does not have it rough? Especially we are black in
Right.
America, we all have it rough, okay? If you're a female in America, we all have it rough, okay? If you're not a Caucasian,
Mhm.
white, rich man, then most likely we all have it rough. But I would say to add, she made it rough for a lot of people with her commentary.
Yep. Mhm. And that commentary, that hate that she had in her commentary, I don't care how much it was considered reporting. Even Sherry Shepherd coming over to take over her spot, she spilled tea, but the way that she spills it is totally different. Wendy would
Yes.
spill stuff and not care how it may affect a family, a person, none of that. But she would not spill her own tea, and that's why I said before she even got the show, before she was even on radio, Wendy should have got healing for herself. She was looking for other people to fill a void and money to fill that void. And he's not a modern man. He's a trifling man because yes, modern men do, things a little bit differently, but trifling is
You
trifling.
right, you right, you right. I'm sorry. I put modern men as a negative and I apologize. And modern men are not negative. So I apologize. I've been listening to much conservative outlets. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was trifling. He don't
Trifling.
deserve to be he don't deserve to be in no category but trifling. You took her money, you put this girl up in a nice house less than 10 minutes away, had a love family, really living a double life, but made it seem like you was taking care of her, but had Wendy losing her mind trying to take care of you and your child,
Yeah.
and then take care of her unknowingly.
She was the man in the relationship.
In
And
both of the relationships, she was the provider
yes.
for two homes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ain't that something? I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, the baby mama, Wendy was her that was her man. That was her provider. Ain't that something? And how that is a lot. And while she's up here talking about everybody else, her husband was giving her money to another woman in their family. Ain't that until Tasha K. Didn't Tasha K, she put it all out
Hmm.
here. Wow, Tasha K, she definitely have a major role to play when it comes to the celebrity news. Considering she had two big wins with R. Kelly and Wendy. Wow, and I'm sure Wendy, I want to know how she feel about Tasha. Could you imagine that? Wendy and Tasha K having a face-to-face conversation?
And Wendy, right state of mind, Wendy can't do anything but respect it, no matter how bad Tasha has talked about her. Because I mean, the times that Tasha, and I'm not a big Tasha K fan, but right is right, wrong is wrong. So I mean, I can be neutral on anything. But when she talk about her wigs and stuff like that, I do believe you have all this money talking down on people. Who is your stylist? Like, why are they letting you out like this? The
Well,
money that you have, you should be doing better.
I would say this during the time where Wendy was in her right mind, she never addressed Tasha. She felt like she was like bigger than Of course, she's more popular, but it felt like she felt like Tasha was beneath her because Tasha was the girl coming up,
Mhm.
and she didn't address her.
And
Did
it's
she
all
ever
you to
address her? Because she knew who it was coming from, but she never addressed her, did she?
No, she never directly addressed anyone when it came to her in her life and what was going on behind scenes. She would make like a general statement, like, and to the people, worried about, her and Calvin, whatever his name is, because it's not Kevin. But she would make a generalized statement, and then that'll be that. She never spoke highly on her situation, but she'll have guest stars come on her show, and she would try to pry on things that they said don't ask me about. After she done talked about it and spoke hard against the person, then she tried to be, so what's really going on with such and such? No, have a segment and talk about yourself. And people kept asking, and she never did it. She
Yeah,
thought she was
I
doing it when she did that documentary movie that girl played a horrible role in.
Mm. Oh, that documentary movie that Wendy produced, it was horrible. I didn't like it. They could have did
Horrible.
they could have it was so not interesting at all. It felt like it should have been on Tubi. Um
It
she
they did, not Lifetime. It was so horrible.
mhm. Yeah.
The girl did not. I don't know what version of herself she saw in that young lady, but that young lady did not sound like her. Her body was not fully developed like Wendy. It was no
But
resemblance in Wendy.
that is the thing that I would talk about is that Wendy Williams, she liked to save face. She want to
Mhm.
preserve her her secrets, and she has every right to. And when it comes to the documentary, she wanted so much say so because she wanted to paint a narrative that was not honest. She's not an honest person when it
Correct.
comes to herself, and she's not vulnerable like that. So when I heard about this documentary and she wanted to come out and paint a narrative, I'm like, here we go again. And then she's not in her right mind. I just knew it wasn't going to be vulnerable, but it did show a side of her being a horrible person. And I don't know if that's vulnerable or not. I don't know. Did you watch the documentary?
I saw part one today.
Right. Now, how did you
I
feel about it?
saw it.
Did you feel like it was very honest, vulnerable, transparency? Or do you think she's even in her right mind to even give you that?
That's the thing. I don't know who signed off on it because I feel like if she was in her right mind, the way that it was edited, I feel like it wasn't with Wendy involved because she would not have approved of it to show herself in that light.
Right.
Because watching the documentary from 2021, which she was, they quote unquote, more so in her right state of mind compared to this, is like night and day.
Hmm.
So it's like, was she really involved, or are people truly telling her story that was around?
I think people are telling her story. She was not truly involved. They painted her bad because they wanted to come off like, oh my goodness, this is vulnerable. But I honestly feel like if it was vulnerable Wendy Williams, it would have been more brilliant. It would have had way more
Put
tea.
together,
It would
right?
have way more tea that we don't know about, that we would never even think of. It would be tea concerning different celebrities that she may know about. I think it would be brilliant. And it wasn't, it didn't give brilliant. So
It didn't give
it definitely
anything.
feels like somebody is just pretty much riding off of Wendy Williams' name
Uh
and
huh.
just trying to milk it. before she is no longer here.
And then that's exactly how I felt because it's like the title is "Where is Wendy?" or "Who is Wendy?" Whatever it is, I feel like this first episode didn't touch on what the title of this alleged documentary is supposed to be about. Like it just seemed thrown together, in my opinion, and it wasn't good, and that's just how I feel. It was not good. It was not authentic. And when I say it wasn't authentic, I'm not saying, oh, she's the nicest person, but they didn't show Wendy on other levels like I thought they were going to, especially outside of work. Like, how did she allegedly treat? Because her husband said that he was mean. She was mean to him at one point. Like, how were her dynamic and her friendships? Because the people in the industry say they were good friends with Wendy. It's not showing that side if you want to show a real documentary.
Right. It's just for, I feel like it's just for attention grabbing, clicks and views, but I feel like it definitely lack authenticity. Authentic, you know, I trip over these words because Wendy
I got you.
Williams,
Authenticity.
she is not a one trick pony. It's so many dynamics to her, and I don't feel like we saw most of them. You know.
Correct. And I don't think they want us to see most of them.
Well, they can't get it out of her because she's not in her right frame of mind.
But you have people like Norman and all of that who were there. That's why I said her friends outside of the show. You have people, more than one, who can account for this is the person that she was. But if they're deciding that that's not the direction they want to go in, then they're not going to seek out for those people's opinion and their experience so they could properly put it together so we can get a well-rounded version of Wendy. I feel like they don't want to paint that version of Wendy. They just want to paint the negative version of her and keep it as that. Because if they wanted the well-rounded Wendy before, she became sick, they could have gotten that. Because like I said, it's plenty of people in the industry that did like Wendy Williams, despite her being messy. Some people was like, oh, that's just her. That's her job. And they respected her for it. That was that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
they're trying to really do a hate Wendy train now.
I don't know if it is to me when they paint her as like this mean girl. I don't feel that they want to paint a hate Wendy train. I think they do it because they say, okay, it makes the audience feel like she's so vulnerable. It makes the audience feel like they're getting something they never seen before and they can cash in on it. I think it's more of a cash thing than anything, but I don't think they care about less. I want everybody to hate Wendy. And I also feel that Wendy Williams, she was a loner. She didn't have many people. So nobody can really tell us the mindset of this great mind except for her. And unfortunately, she's not in the mindset to even tell us some of the great things or the crazy things or dynamics that she keeps, because I'm sure it seems like she keeps a lot of things. And one thing about gossiping about other people, it always keep the light off of you because you're so consumed about others. But a lot of
Uh-huh.
times those ones that's talking about everybody else, their story is something else. Okay.
And much worse.
Yes.
But she always would say her good girlfriends, not saying they're not important because she wouldn't mention their names because I guess they're not on celebrity status, but I don't believe she was a complete loner. I do believe that she was a wife, and as a wife, a lot of times you put your time into just that relationship. But from my understanding in the beginning, she would say she went out and met one of her good girlfriends. And even after divorce, she was saying she was meeting up with good friends, good this, good that. She
I don't
wasn't
know
a
if I
complete
buy it.
loner.
I don't know if I buy it because I remember before she went, not disappearing. She was close to Nene, and I
Mhm.
felt that was kind of awkward. She was close to Jason Lee, and I
Uh-huh.
felt that was very awkward. And it felt like she was so depressed or so desperate to showcase, hey, I'm likable. I have people that like me, and it just went disastrous. Okay, her hanging out with Nene and Tamar, those are the worst of the worst. I would never want Tamar and Nene. They're not great friends. They're self-centered individuals. And Jason Lee, he is a self-centered individual. And he's friends with
All of
everybody
them are
that's
alike.
on the top of the totem pole. So is it really
Correct.
genuine? These people were friends and associated with her because she was at the top of the totem pole.
No, all of them are friends that will talk about the next behind their back and will say, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But that's just their makeup. All four of them that you name are people who would dog other people out if they don't get their way or if you just got one piece of hair that's in the wrong position. They will talk about you
Mm.
because
They
they feel like they're better than.
They say in the comments Tasha K is making more money than Wendy from her own platform. It could be
I
possible.
believe that.
I don't know her pockets, but you say you believe it, and a lot of people believe it. And people were saying that Tasha K, she's doing much better than Wendy because she owns everything. Versus Wendy, I'm assuming
Hmm.
she was owned. Can you talk about that? Well, is Wendy owned? It definitely seemed like she has no
Yeah,
control.
yeah. That I mean, of course. How you think Sherry Shepherd came in like that? If it's you, you couldn't be mad that you gave your friend a chance to come in. She did an excellent job to save your show. And if you wasn't on, you could have been like, you know what, Sherry, I want you to carry it under my name. You know, the Wendy Williams show featuring Sherry Shepherd. No, they gave her her own show and booted Wendy out.
Well,
She had
yeah,
no
they, she
control
wasn't
over
she
that.
wasn't in her right frame of mind. Wendy turned to a
Correct.
liability, so they had to keep the
But
show moving on because she's a liability.
correct, but like I said, it could have been Wendy Williams present, Sherry Shep, something to that effect where she was still involved. They completely booted her and gave Sherry Shepherd her own slot with no type of thank you to Wendy Williams. It's just like, okay, yeah, she came in by way of you. She had an engaging audience. She was more positive. You're gone. They
Mm.
didn't care if she got well by the end of whatever time frame Sherry was supposed to start last year. They were like, "You're out of here."
What did you expect them to do?
Like I said, they could have did something like, the Wendy Williams show presents to you our new host, Sherry Shep. It could have been by way of Wendy. It could have been different ways if she was not owned, but she was.
Mm.
So they
Okay,
got rid of her. They
okay,
didn't cut her the check.
got it.
They
Now,
terminated her.
I don't think
And
Wendy Williams wanted to share at all, and I don't think she wanted to share with Sherry. She seems like she's a one show type of girl. She's not into the group thing, and you're right. They did cut her off. When you say they cut it off, the first thing I think, which is horrible, just like how Wendy she talks down to people. That's not right, and I guess how show business did her is not right either. But they say that is how show business is ran, is very cutthroat.
mhm,
Anytime you hear people going into
mhm,
the show business industry, they say you have to have tough skin. It's very cutthroat. So
okay.
you know, you may have a point with that. I'm speechless when it comes to that. So yeah. And I see other people calling. Call. Y'all can't wait. Y'all can't be patient. Okay, they so impatient nowadays. Man.
Well, I always will be, if you drop the stream yard, then I'll wait behind the scenes if necessary. But I'm always gonna talk to
What
you on a late night. So
Well,
it was
I'm
nice
glad. Well,
talking to
I
you,
want
Gigi.
I want to keep you as a co-host. I want them to call in. If you don't mind, I keep you as a co-host. So call in
You know I'm
anything.
always down.
Great. Okay, so you guys call in right now. We don't have any callers. You don't have to wait. So if you call in now, we can get you in now. Okay, call me now. Okay, Cleo. So after
Miss
this,
Cleo, call me now.
yes, call me now. So, any other comments that you guys have to say about Wendy? I also wanted to move. Oh, this is a clip of Wendy as well. That I don't know who did it. It was somebody that was close to Wendy. They put this out here. They said this was 2 weeks before she went to New York to be under guardianship. There are rumors that they feel that they're giving Wendy something that causes her not to be in her right state of mind. So I don't know, when she was down there in Florida, was she off her medication? Was she off her meds? I don't know if she's off her meds, she feel better, but at the same time, it can be taking her out of here faster. I don't know if when they get on the meds, it keeps her alive longer, but it also makes her crazy, because we know that medications, it affects everybody differently, and it could
Yep.
cause her to have
Yep.
this or that. We don't know. And I want to know, I guess I'm asking you out here, if you had a choice to take medication, it would keep you live longer. You get 10 extra years. However, you would not be in your right state of mind. It would be in and out. Or would you rather just live 2 years off of the medication? You will have a sound mind, but it would cut to 2 years. Which one would you do? Press one if you say, give me 10 years and I have an on and off mindset. Give me five if you say, just give me 2 years and I have a sound mindset. Which one would you pick?
I would say give me 2 years in that last 6 months. All right, let me try this medication. Because honestly, in the beginning when she first got, put off the show, I was like, she's making a worse decline of weight. People usually like, okay, let me take a break from work, let me get myself together. It was like once she was pulled from what she loved under whoever she was under. I'm not talking about just like a real doctor, but whoever was her caretaker. It was like she just kept going down,
Got it.
down,
Hold on,
down.
hold on,
And
co-host. We got a caller. You know how they get. They so impatient. Calling from
mhm.
201. You are live on the air. Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. What are your thoughts about this?
Hey, hey, everybody. My name is T. Calling. I just want to give my feedback with this whole Wendy Williams thing.
T, and I would love for you too. Now I want to hear, but I have to let you know, when you talk, it's like we can't hear you clear. It's like a static going in and out with your voice. Is there any way you can adjust it so we can hear you clear?
Oh no, is it better now?
It's not better. I mean, how do you guys feel about this, audience? Press one if it's bearable. Press four if it's not bearable. Okay. But continue on, and I'll
Oh
wait to see
no.
how they feel about it.
Yes, I'll keep it short and sweet. I just want to send my heart out to Wendy Williams and her family, her legacy. She's worked hard for everything that she earned, and her not being able to access her money and going through this whole thing is really disheartening.
Got it.
And
Okay. They
I think
pressing
we should
four.
give
I
her
think
more
they're
grace.
saying no. It's not. It's unbearable. They can't take it. If you can call back so we can hear you clearly, we really appreciate it. All right. Thank
Okay.
you. All right. And I thank you so much, audience, for saying no. You're honest about it. And I tell you one thing. You do a person a disservice if you allow them to continue to talk and people cannot hear them clearly. you know, especially if they don't even know they're sounding messed up. You don't allow a person to continue on. It's just like you don't, if somebody comes in a room and they got a big, I don't know, something horrible. So the ashes, the one of them eyelashes is yanky or, coming down. You want to tap them on the shoulder as quick as you can. Go in the bathroom. Look in the mirror. Fix yourself up. Fix that. Because it's a distraction, and you don't want people to distract what you come here to give, okay? So please call in. The phone lines are open. And I say that to say that I appreciate the people in the chat to be honest, and not trying to be too nice. Be like, okay, we can stomach it. And it's a pain for everybody. Please call in right now. The phone lines are open. Now, I know I cut you off, but go ahead, continue what you were saying. Because you were saying that you want a sound mind, but the last 6 months you would try to get into taking the medication.
Yeah, because I know you forget, my name is C. So
C. Okay, yeah. Thank you, C. Tell me, Miss C.
Yeah, because typically I'm on StreamYard and you can see it. But I would do the last 6 months, get on the medicine. And the reason I can say that is because a lot of these medications, especially when it comes to depression and all these things, they will make you a zombie to the point that you can't remember anything sometimes. And sometimes all you do is sleep. And if you are up, you do not recall knowing what you're doing when you're up. When you are alert, you may not be coherent. Your eyes may be open. You may be walking around. You may be looking around, but you're not going to say much because the medicine, it almost sucks so much out of you, but you can see like in the eyes and everything else. This person is not themselves. Like depression medicine is like a downer. That's all it does majority of the time. And if you put more than one in there, oh yes, you have a complete zombie that don't know what is going on around them, who is not able to be in their right mind, just off of the medication. But it was like I said, she was going to work, then she stopped, and whoever her caretaker was or whoever reported back to the doctors, it's like they fed them enough to say, you know what, let's try to put her on this, and possibly this. Because I never seen anybody who may needed a break from work decline at the rate that she did. When the whole thing was, okay, maybe work is too much, let's give you a break.
All right.
Even with her falling on stage.
Yeah, that was horrible. Now, I'm going to play. Now, I do know they said that she needed breaks, and they gave her breaks. That's why they kept on doing the repeats. But eventually they said, we have to move the show. We can't continue to do the repeats. So I'm going to play here. This is what her friend posted on the internet. And next topic, we're going to talk about Beyonce. But I want to let you guys know, feel free to call in. It's an open panel about everybody that's in the topic. And that everybody that's in the title, it is open panel. If you guys want to call up here anytime to talk about Porsha, to the Beyonce, to Wendy, Kelly, all of them, okay?
I can, I do what I can.
I see you looking real healthy now.
Please, Kevin, please.
Yeah, but you also like how it's really private, because I know you like gyms if they're private, of course.
Yeah, I like it, and I also like food, which is why I've got to keep on my routines with going to the gym,
Yeah, and like how have you been eating? Like, because everyone that looks at you, you have beautiful skin. Like people want to know what's the secret.
Thank you. I'm not giving you points for saying that to me. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I'm trying.
No, but it's. I was born like the company I keep there, and I do what I can. I do what I can.
I see you looking real healthy now.
Please, Kevin, please.
Now this sounds and seems like more like her. She's likable here. She's laughing. She's engaging. So yeah.
Mhm.
What did you think about that
She's
clip?
dismissive of Kevin's BS. She's like, Kevin, please, you just saying that. Like, you're not getting any points. She seemed more in her right state of mind, even to him trying to be on her good side.
Trying to butter
So
her
that's
up.
kind of, yeah, he really was trying to butter her up. But I don't want to say that because I don't know to what state that he saw her in prior to. But he seemed like he was trying to be encouraging, and that he's showing that I really did love you, even though I did really
Oh,
hurt you
stop it.
bad.
That's not love. That is not love. Love
No, that's
is
why I
what
said
love
he seemed to
does.
pretend. Yeah. I said
He loved
seemed
her
to
as a
pretend.
homie. He loved her as a homie. He didn't love her as a
He
wife.
loved her as a paycheck.
And he loves her as that, but he didn't love her as a wife or, somebody. No.
Oh no,
Did he care
no,
about her?
I
Yeah.
would never say
But
that.
did he love her? Nope. I would say he cared about her. Shit, I can care for my
I would
enemies.
say he loved her, but he wasn't in love with her.
Mm.
Not to a husband-wife level. Absolutely not.
I guess, can you love your enemy? I want to know. Do you guys think it's possible?
It's a thin line.
Can you love your enemy? Can you be in love with your enemy? Press 1 if you believe that you can love and be in love with your enemy. Press 4 if you feel like it's impossible. What do you think? I feel like people are in love, and I feel people love their enemy. I do.
For me, the only people that that like gets under my skin that I dislike is people that I do love or did have love for. I never would expected them to betray me in the way that they did. But if you're like nobody to me and you cross me wrong, it really wouldn't affect me because I'm like, who are you anyway? Say whatever you want, do whatever you want. But if you was like a close friend or a very close family member and, I thought we had this amazing bond and then you turn on me, that hurts me worse. And that's where I don't like to use the word hate, but I strongly dislike a person because I'm like, that's not what we was built off of. But if I have nothing built with you, I can easily walk away from you and be like, oh, I don't like their ways. But to say I dislike them overall as an individual, I got to like you first to put this in front of it.
Got it. So 65 said, Jesus says, love your enemy. Isn't the word something? Isn't the word of God something? Love your enemy. You're sure right. You are sure right, number 65. Now, when I was speaking of where I can see people loving their enemy, Wendy Williams, her enemy is Kevin. He have set her up for destruction. He uses her. He's like a vampire. He drains the life out of her, causing her to drink, causing her to set up on the disease that she has today. The cause was Kevin. However, she loves Kevin. She loves her enemy. And it's so many people out here today that are in marriages and relationships, and they love the person that treat them the worst. They protect the people that treat them the worst. So when I say that, I feel like it's very possible for one to love their enemy or to be in love with their enemy. Now, do you guys understand when I say that in that context? If you agree, press 5. Press 10 if you still disagree. So, hey, when we go back to the word of God, what are your thoughts when it says love your enemy? What do you take from that?
What I take from that is being bad, I was raised Kojic. It's saying when they say love your enemy, it's not saying that you are making them your enemy. But the people who envy you, don't like you, all of that, you still embrace them. You don't consider them an enemy of yours. You're considered an enemy of theirs. That's why I say love thy enemies, because they look at you as a threat, but you still supposed to give them open arms and not have. And that's why I also say I don't use the word hate. That's the first thing I said, because of the fact of love. Hate is a very strong word, but love is so much stronger. So that's why I say I can dislike somebody, but to say like an enemy, you will have to go out your way and like tell me you hate me, this, that, and the third, all of that, to solidify that we are enemies. I can remove myself if I dislike your ways or what you've done to me, but I would never wish ill will on you. I would still want you to succeed. I just know that I cannot be around this person for certain reason because I don't like the energy.
Got it.
But for me to say hate and all of that, I can't say that.
I know for me, when it comes to enemies or the sort, I don't hate. I'm blessed, and I gotta sit here and I gotta say thank you. I'm so honored to have lived this life and don't have enemies, or I've never had hate in my heart for anyone. I've never had hate. I've never had anger in my heart where I just wanted to put pause on someone, or I wanted somebody to leave this earth. I never even had that thought process. Have I been disappointed by people's actions towards me? Yes. Have I been hurt?
Yeah.
Yes. But those are all emotions. And those are all emotions based on what they did. But take that away, the emotions and what they did, I have love for them. So it's not that I hate them. I hate what they did. I hate, the energy they possess, but who they are, no, I don't hate them, and I guess it goes to, when I was younger, people used to say, you know, they try to make, I don't know, I'm gonna be quiet, but let's keep on moving on, okay? Because I was gonna say something, I was like, you know what, that's not gonna go over well, let's move on. All right, so the next up here is this girl Tiffany. Have you guys heard about Tiffany? They say that Tiffany has a lot to say about Beyonce. She has worked with Beyonce. She have a relationship with Beyonce, Tamar, and she is making her rounds, and she is outing Beyonce's secrets. Now, see, did you hear about her?
I heard a little bit about her on my on Instagram, like somebody had posted it, and then like I had got a notification come through on my phone, but I didn't click to watch it. Not so much because it was Beyonce, but more so it was like, who is this Tiffany person coming out the woodwork? And Kelly had just walked away from her her morning debut, and it was just too much going on at once.
Got it.
So I didn't look at it because I didn't know, like, how deep did it really go and was it actually true?
Got it. Well, it's making its rounds. My people over here, Trey, he said you gotta talk about this. So I'm looking forward to him calling. I told him I would come on tonight and I will address it. I don't see him in the chat. Usually he show up and he shows out. However, I did get this information from Nosy Ho Live, her YouTube channel. So I would love to credit her, Nosy Ho. I do talk to her from time to time in the DMs. All right, so I'm going to play here some of Tiffany.
So imagine this. Imagine you've been working for this company for a long time, right? And wait, hold on.
All right, shout out to Trey. Trey, where you at? Trey, are you going to call in? Now, Trey, you said that you had something to say. Trey, part of me getting this live open was for you. Trey said Ronald McDonald didn't work with Beyonce. Well, Trey, please call us and let us know what's going on with Tiffany and why she doing this, Trey. Come on, Trey. Okay, come on, Trey.
I'm turning the comments off because they're distracting, and I just want to talk to y'all real quick. So imagine you've been working at this job, right, for 10 years, 15 years, and then all of a sudden you were making, like, let's say your salary was $100,000. So you've been making $100,000, you've been getting raises.
All right, so calling from 908, you're live on the air. Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. What are your thoughts about this?
How you doing, Miss Gigi?
How you doing, love? What's your thoughts about this?
Well, I haven't heard anything about this woman. So I would have to get more information on what's going on.
Well, you know, we're talking about Wendy. We got Porsha on the table. We got Kelly on the table. So you can hit any of them. But hold on, because I'm going to put you on hold for 1 second. Calling from 315, you're live on the air. Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. What's your thoughts about this?
Hi. Let me turn my TV down.
Hey,
okay,
boo.
Hold on.
I missed you.
Hi.
I
Okay,
missed
let
you,
me
boo.
turn it down. Okay, I turned it down. I said what I said earlier. Now, right now, I don't know where you at, but right now it's almost 1:30 a.m. What time is it where you at?
Is that what you called here for? To find out where I'm at?
No.
Go.
No.
Well, can you just say your piece, please?
No. I just want to speak on a lot of things, but it might not be the right time.
I'm gonna put you on hold.
I'm
gonna put you on hold. All right, let's give a big old thank you to Trey. Trey donated $20. Thank you. He says, hey, Gigi, I'm at work, but I'm tuned the F in. Trey, I really wish you could call. Trey, I really wish you could take a break and just call for 2 minutes, Trey. But, I understand that. Keep on making them dollars and making it rain. Jason donated $2. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. So I'm going back to 908. You're live on the air. Now, who did you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about Wendy. Okay. The fact of the matter, like, to me, with all that attitude and all that mean demeanor that she's giving, her employees, is very unacceptable. Because at the end of the day, it's, they're there to help you out. Okay? And to me, all of that, I don't care what condition she's in, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's been mean for years and years. First of all, she haven't grew up in a bad home. Both of her parents was very successful. Okay, she grew up into talking bad about people. She comes from a great family. It's no reason for that. And to me, I feel as though all that is bitterness. It's bitterness. It's depression. It's all of that. How she treated people over the years, and with Kevin leaving her for another woman, all of that made her bitter and sick. Okay, I don't know what type of, she's having mental breakdowns and all of that, and it's just, to me, that's karma.
Right. So I want to know. This is what I want to know. Do you feel that this showcased her in a good light? They said her niece and her family was behind it.
I would say it. I really can't say if it showcased her in a good light, but it's making her look crazy. It's not showcasing
her in a good light, because documentaries are not meant to be like a reality TV show. When I look at reality TV show, I think of, oh my goodness, these women are desperate. It's disgusting. This is sick. This is horrible. They have no shame. But when I look from a documentary, it's like, wow, they were misunderstood. It's only here to inform the viewers stuff that they did not know, different perspectives of why a person did X, Y, and Z. They're more of their life story, so we can get a more understanding and walk away with like, wow, wow, my goodness, I had no idea, you know? But it feels like we're just
Right.
watching a mental patient like lashing out. And it's not ideal what I would think a documentary would be for an iconic figure in the black community on Black History
Right.
Month, you know? A Black History Month iconic
Right.
figure. Are you kidding me? It's like if I sit here
Right,
and I
right.
put a documentary on Martin Luther King and I just showed him out of his mind. What are we doing?
Yeah, that's true. And then, the fact of the matter, and then not actually sitting with that person to know what had went on and what events went on in their life. Yes, people do misconcept, how the person really was in real life. So they put their input on how they were, and
Well,
it's wrong.
I
And it's
think
very
that
wrong.
it's a lot of people that don't even like her because she was black and successful, and they are going to rewrite history. We hear it all the time. History is about to be rewritten, and I'm sure they're going to place that picture with her bugging her eyes as the front page of who is Wendy Williams is. So, and maybe I don't know, maybe I'm just too scary to think in the future, they're going to clean up ship, because they got to clean up ship, because if they don't, then hell, who knows where we're going to go.
Right.
If we keep the government and all,
That's true.
honey, let me shut up. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
we keep. Oh, yeah, I understand, Ms. Gigi. Thank you.
Well, girl, did you hear about, they said Nikki done lost about Trump? And have you been seeing what's going on in the black media? Now, the black media, they're talking about Trump with the gym shoes. And then they said Trump, it was very light and bright. And he get on the stand and he said, I can't see nobody but the black people. And everybody starts laughing. And a lot of people in the urban community, they were offended. However, the black people that vote for Trump, they are not offended. They have thick skin. And they say, you guys stop being so sensitive, get over it. He said, I can't see nothing but the black people. Lord have mercy.
Yes, Trump is crazy.
Girl, I can't see nobody
Yes,
but
he
the
is,
black
yes.
people. And talk about, and he
Yes.
said, okay, black people voting for him because he's a criminal and they can relate. Okay? They can relate. And he said,
Yes.
yeah, black people, they even think he's been, what he say? Black people think that he's been, what are you discriminated against, So that he said that black people identify with him. Okay, ain't that some shit? It's these
Right.
girl, I don't know if it's the niggas or the black people. I don't know.
Exactly.
But honey,
It's the
this year,
niggas.
yeah, this year is going to be definitely interesting. And I do think we need to put our mouth on it because it affects everybody.
Yes, we do.
So we need to have
Yes,
more
it does.
conversations of what's going on in the future, and because we are all impacted and we are history. They are going to write about these moments when we are gone, okay? And hopefully when you guys
that's
are
true,
elders,
yes.
you can pass it on to your grandkids and say, yeah, I was there. I remember exactly what happened. I hope when your grandkids ask you, so what happened during this time? And you say, well, I don't know. I just was watching Zeus. I wasn't into that shit.
Okay, yes.
They said not funny, Gigi. It's not funny. But shit, I can't help but to I giggle, when he said
exactly.
it. But
exactly.
yeah, it's not funny. But I don't know, God damn it. The way he said it. Listen, you take that up with Trump, okay?
Okay, yeah, that
Okay. Yes.
yeah.
Shit, y'all laugh at everything else. Everything else is funny. Shit. So, I
Right,
thank you.
yeah, exactly. People, like, got to have a sense of humor. Like, all of that seriousness, come on.
Well, I'll let people express how they want to.
I think they
If
too
you
woke.
upset, you upset. If you're not, you're not. Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah.
908. I appreciate you. I'm gonna let you go right now. Calling from 615. You're live on the air. Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. What are your thoughts about all of this?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hello. Good. Yeah, I feel so bad for Wendy
Can
Williams
I'm
because
sorry to
she
interrupt you, but can you take me off speaker? I want to be able to hear you
yes,
and
ma'am.
everybody else do too. We hear noise in the background and it sounds like you're talking very far away.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, that is so much better. Go ahead.
Yes, I feel so bad for Wendy Williams. She was mistreating people on her show, and by her going through dementia, people shouldn't mistreat her. What do you think?
You said say that again.
I don't think people should mistreat Wendy Williams because she mistreat people on her show. And now that she has dementia, we should feel sorry for her. Do you think we should?
Well, do I feel no? I mean, dementia is something that a condition that people get. I don't know if feeling sorry. What
Correct.
what is feeling sorry gonna do for her? She's not even in her right mind to understand what are you saying. But I do feel that she has done a lot of horrible things to people along the way, and people have not forgotten. So she have to
Uh-huh.
deal with that. And dementia or her going to jail or even her passing away is not going to save her from the people that she hurt and the damage that she's already done. And people, we have a right to feel how they feel. Everybody is not going to feel sorry for her. People talk
True.
about the dead. People talk about Jesus. So why is Wendy Williams, she's untouchable. She's very touchable. So, I understand people concerned and they're like, oh my goodness. However, if you're concerned to that degree, then why have the documentary? Why put her on public display? You know how America is. You know how social media is. Everybody is not going to like you. You like you, but everybody not going to like you like you like you. Okay? You
True.
know that. She knows that because she's in media, but she is not in her right form of mind to even comprehend. So it's really not Wendy's fault. It's the people behind her that pushed her to do this documentary because she is like a child. She cannot consent to anything. She does not know what's going on. She's in and out, and you can see it clear as day in the documentary. I don't think she would ever, if she was in her right frame of mind, want to showcase how nasty and
She's in
mean
her
and,
right
and
mind to know
belittling.
people is holding her money from her. She knows some people, even though she have dementia, she remembers Fantasia. So she
Well, just
there in the
because
head some kind of way.
that doesn't excuse that. She possibly knows some, but she's not at her full capacity of her mind to make different choices. Yeah, she might know Fantasia today, but give it to her next week. She might not even know who she is. You got to catch her at the right moment, the right time. She'll know Fantasia at 5 p.m., 7 p.m. Who the fuck is Fantasia? So they get certain
True.
things and they record it and then they put it out. Everything that you see when it comes to Wendy Williams is pre-recorded, is set up to make her, to
Hmm.
paint her as you see fit. But it's not like, okay, she can come on live and she can just be regular, talk about stuff for hours, do it the same day, repetitive. You have to get certain pieces in time frame and get her in the right mood. And that's just how it is when you are dealing with a person with that type of issue. They have, times and flashes where they're good, but most of the time they're like just staring at the wall. They're staring at TV. They're just staring, bucking them eyes. They're out of here. They're not here. So, and a lot of times they say it goes back into the childhood where they don't want to eat. They don't want to take their
True.
medicine. They want to hit on you. And I mean, it's a lot to process.
It
Um,
is. I don't work with dementia patients before. They don't want to take a medicine. They don't want to eat.
Yeah, but I thank you so much
It's
for
a
calling and
lot.
giving those questions. 615, we're going to let you go. Going on to the next caller, calling from 201. You're live on the air. 201, how you doing? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. What are your thoughts about all of this?
Hi, Gigi. It's T calling again.
Hey, T.
Hey, I wanted to give my feedback with the whole Wendy Williams situation and everything. I love your hot topics tonight.
Thank you.
I just want to say a couple things. First, Wendy Williams, I just find it odd that she's getting more scrutiny than Tiffany Haddish, who's also on your hot topics. Tiffany Haddish has
What,
been
you,
proven in
you
court.
mean Tiffany Red?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's who I thought it was. Oh, it's a different Tiffany.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, back to the point I was trying to make. I just feel like Wendy Williams found a niche at a time when there wasn't a space for hot topics. She paved the way. Not everybody, she chose a profession that she's not going to have a lot of friends, like referees. You know what I'm saying? But this is her legacy. We can't knock her hustle. Hate her or love her, that was her legacy. And what we're seeing is Wendy being exploited the same way we're being exploited as a people for the election. You mentioned the Trump sneakers. They love pandering to us. And they understand the science behind us and how emotional we get. And they're able to pull on our heartstrings so that we forget the facts and the events that has unfolded in front of us, like the fact that Wendy was just on a Dr. Oz show. He was trying to get her to promote the shot that they was promoting, forcing us to get, that the migrants are not being held, that they're not being required to have. As taxpayers, as citizens, we were pressured to get something we knew nothing about, but they're hopping over fences funded by our tax dollars. And our question, we're worried about Wendy. We need to go call up those elected officials and let them know we are pulling back our tax dollars until they get it right. Let's really get down to the bottom here. I find it funny how Dr. Oz, this is bigger than the family. Yeah, we can say how the family and Kevin took advantage of her, which whoever these people are, they clearly knew about this too. And they used Wendy's family dynamics and her circumstances to take advantage and see what we're seeing right now. I wouldn't be so quick to say that she has dementia, whether she has it or not. All we know is Wendy is not the same Wendy she was before she sat up on Dr. Oz's show about a very pressing topic. Let's talk about it. Like, Wendy was fine. She wasn't crazy when she was sitting on Dr. Oz's show, and they brought her in the fold of the biggest scheme known to America right now in our century. So I wish we would stop focusing on the nonsense. Let's get Tiffany Haddish locked up and Ari Spears. Where's the protection for these babies? We need to focus on this election, like you said, is very important, and they see that. The injustice with Wendy's conservative
tonight, they had Wendy Williams documentary, and this is part one, and everybody is talking about it. It's part of Hot Topics, so that's why we're talking about it. But yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's talking about Wendy Williams to get clips. We've been waiting for this. They've been talking about it this whole week, gearing us up for the Wendy Williams documentary. So that's why people are talking about it. It's part of hot gossip. She is a gossip queen. So why wouldn't gossipers gossip about a gossip queen? It's in our blood to do so. But I thank you so much for calling
Right.
in. We're gonna let you go, okay? 804, are you there?
You know I'm here.
Okay, you so calm.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm just listening. I
So
like to hear other people's perspectives.
any thoughts with the callers?
Um, with the last caller, I get what she's saying. It goes back to pretty much karma, but I just feel like once again something bigger happened when she decided to go on her hiatus, which turned into a sabbatical of no return, because she wasn't on her show that far off. And then it was like overnight, she just declined rapidly. But I totally agree that the Kevin Calvin, whatever his name is, situation played a huge role in her health because I've seen it happen. That took a toll on her mentally, emotionally, and it led to her physical being taken advantage of. And we spoke about her fall and all of that. That was during that time. And like I said, one person said that she came from a two-parent household. It's a misconception about the two-parent household. And I, too, came from a two-parent household. But in a two-parent household, people have to realize there are two different individuals who have their own brains and their own opinions, who are more likely to butt heads on things that has nothing to do with the children that the children will be exposed to. So just because you're in a two-parent household, it does not all the time give you leverage. You have people who was in a two-parent household and they saw their mom couldn't do nothing but what their dad said in fear of whatever the consequences were. You had people in two-parent households where, you know, one parent may have gambled, the other parent trying to cover the debt and working double shifts to keep a roof over their head because of that other person's problem. Two-parent household does not equate to, a great background. It equates to you knowing two different individuals and seeing how they interact amongst each other. And honestly, a lot of people with two-parent households, they're not as quick to get married as those who didn't have a two-parent household because of that childhood trauma from coming from a two-parent household.
All right.
So it's not all glitz and glamour.
All right. So I want to get back to Tiffany. This is Tiffany Red,
Let's get
and
back
she
to
talks
Tiffany and
about
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
You know, gear, whatever, and like you can pay your mortgage, you can pay for your kids, you can buy your food, you can pay for your car, you can pay for your life off of your job. And then all of a sudden, something changes in the company, and now the salary for that same job drops from $100,000 to $30,000. And you're already living in, you know, a nice, you know, neighborhood. You've got a mortgage already. You've got a car note. You've got kids. You've got all these things, and you've got a 15-year career where you only have experience professionally as a songwriter, writing music, right? Because that's a career path, is writing songs. There was a time when songwriters used to make so much money from writing album cuts, because during the time when the format was CDs and tapes and radio.
All right, so people are saying, who is this? This is Tiffany Red. She is a person. She's exposing Beyonce. She said Beyonce took money out of her mouth, stole her music, and did not give her credit. I'm trying to fast forward. I want to fast forward. Get to the tea, girl. Okay, she's doing a whole bunch of explaining. All right, so the reason why I touched on this topic, because I had Trey coming. He said that I need to talk about this. I wish Trey would come up here. Somebody can come up here so we won't have to listen to Tiffany and you guys can give us a short version. Only thing I know is she is outing everybody in the music industry from Beyonce to Tamar and said that they are not giving her credit. And it's taken away from her livelihood, and she wants justice. They are saying that she have a GoFundMe for, she wants how many millions? 2 or 3 millions. So yes.
We went from there being this big middle class and people being able to pay their bills, put the kids through school, take nice vacations and whatever, and enjoy the fruits of their labor. Because by the glasses are these glasses. Whether you go into the store and buy them, whether you buy them online, whether you
All right, so I don't know. She's doing too much complaining this long. She got to make it short and sweet. Okay, so I'm going to put this video. I'm going to go to Mag TV because usually they do a good job with making it short and sweet and to the point.
For the compensation of songwriters. Why? Because I was a songwriter and I walked away from the music business because of the things that I speak about. So I have extensive experience. Almost all of my friends are in the music industry and write for your favorite artists like a Beyonce. So I'm not up on the internet just talking shit and making.
Girl, you're doing a whole bunch of talking. This is Cassie friend. Don't you know Cassie, the one that got did by Diddy? That's her close friend. So I guess she want a payday too. So I'm going to go here. This is more of her videos, but I'm already tired of her already. But if you guys want to call in to defend her, please do so we can get it over with. All right, so here it is. Did you guys see Kelly Rowland? She did a movie tonight. I was in the middle of watching it. I'm not finished with it. But, honey, Tyler Perry always picked a fine-ass man, don't he? I like a man. Kelly.
Listen,
I like your man.
He does a great job at picking a fine man.
Yeah, he got good taste in men, don't he, girl? Okay.
He do. He really do.
Oh, girl. If I want to go to Tyler Perry's house. I want to see what's happening. Okay. Girl, they say he got 40 bedrooms. What he doing with all them bedrooms? How many men is up in them bedrooms? Okay. Ooh, don't you? I want to know what Tyler Perry lover look like. You know what I mean? I know he fine. I know he fine as fuck. Okay. Can you imagine a Tyler Perry documentary, girl? If Tyler Perry did a documentary, do you think everything should be in there, like his love life and all that? Because that's what we want to know.
Isn't that what a documentary is for? But I doubt it will be.
Damn.
He's not gonna put all that out there.
But I would love to know.
He's gonna keep on going with his
I would love
facade.
to see the other side of Tyler, because I definitely feel like he has the other side that he would never let out
His
because
real
society
side?
would not allow him to. Yeah. All right, we got a caller calling from 706. You're live on the air. Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. What are your thoughts? Oh, they done hung up. They done hung up from the Messy Spot. Gee, y'all lusting after the forbidden fruit? Well, I'm gonna stay lusting then. Okay. And when I get a hold of that forbidden fruit, I'm sure gonna bite. So, Kelly Rowland, She got really upset during this campaign. She was campaigning to talk about her movie, but every time she would talk, they were always ask her about Beyonce. She has walked off on stations. She walked off from a show because they said the dressing room was so small. When I first heard it, I thought this is nothing but publicity to get exposure for the show. I thought all this stuff she was doing on purpose to get her name in the buzz. But maybe it's not. But you can tell she was kind of irritated because she came here to talk about, her movie, and they just belittled her, and they will always see her as Beyonce's band member. She will always be Beyonce's
Correct.
band member because she hasn't did anything else. What has Kelly done to really get away from that shadow? She did some music, but it wasn't big enough. Her music, it didn't sell like Beyonce. In order to get out of Beyonce's shadow, you have to be just as big as Beyonce to separate the two. And I don't know if she will ever get out of Beyonce's shadow. I don't think so, unless she does great with these movies and she keep them coming. But I did see her in the movie. I didn't finish it, but I gotta finish it. She did okay. I'm not mad at her. I was gonna say some
I
stuff, but I'm
disagree
gonna
with
keep
the
it cute.
Beyonce shadow.
Huh?
I disagree with the Beyonce shadow. Just because they were bandmates, that doesn't necessarily mean she has to be just as big of a star. And everywhere that she go, they have to question her about Beyonce and how do you like her country music, when she's there to promote her music. And she told them specifically, do not ask me anything about Beyonce, Destiny's Child, or a reunion, just because all of them were seen at the Renaissance tour together and took a picture. She made that very clear. And her request was pretty much overlooked, and she did it anyway. Like, how do you like the Beyonce country album? And you could tell she was irritated when she said that, but she repeated herself and she kept it calm and kept it good. And it's just like, I'm not her. I'm Kelly Rowland. She's had some hit songs, but you have to keep in mind, too, Kelly became a mom before Beyonce really became a mom. She became more of a wife than trying to be in entertainment. So entertainment was a choice if she wanted to come in and come out. But no, she wasn't full force because she wasn't trying to be that force that Beyonce was. Secondly, the reality is, I don't care how much Tina and Matthew treated you like a daughter, you were not their daughter. Their main focus was Beyonce. And I think Kelly understood that, but she took it with grace and moved on with her life, married, love, things that would have been taken away from her if she did have a big, career like Beyonce. She would not have been able to enjoy these moments that she do get to enjoy being stationary if she was always on the road, always on some type of tour or press tour or doing this. She enjoys that life that she can pick and choose when she wants to dedicate her time versus always being on go and work mode. And it works for her. She's not broke.
Okay. Come on, Miss Kelly. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, that's what was going on in the rumor mill with Miss Kelly. So if you guys have any comments, please call in. We want to know. A lot of people in our comment section, they say, Kelly did good for this to be her first role. I know she's talked about Tyler. Tyler allowed her to do so much. Tyler, can I say this? He's a modern day producer. He's not traditional. Because he allowed her to do what she wanted to do, and she was surprised because she never had that control, and she never, I guess, produced a movie before, but he allowed it because she's Kelly. Okay. And why? And because she's associated with Beyonce. You know, everybody love Beyonce. You
You
know,
know what?
Tyler Perry loves
It's because she's
Beyonce.
Kelly. It's because she's Kelly
If
and he
if
trusted her
Kelly
with
was never in the group with Beyonce, she would not get the privilege that she has. If Kelly came out by herself, she would not get the privilege and the carpet rolled out for her. She would probably be
the
hell
same
like a
thing for
Latoya
Beyonce.
Luckett. Huh?
I feel the same way about Beyonce. If Beyonce didn't go what she had to go through with Destiny Child, because the reality is, and don't get offended because I was a hardcore writings on the wall, all of that, North front to back, Survivor, all of that. But if she did not have her group mates to help her carry her voice, because at that point her voice was still developing. She was a teenager. She had to go through vocal training. She had to train her stamina and all of that up to be at the place that she is now. If she did not have that group, she would not be where she is today. She could not come out the way Aaliyah did, and Aaliyah would bust out a cute song and rock the boat, and them hips was rocking. No, it came with training. And that group played a big part of that training.
Well, yeah, Beyonce father, he was very hard on those girls. And if it wasn't for her father, then no, she would not be a success. You know, her father played a major role in her success. You know, sometimes I wish my parents would have that, not that tough, but you know, more impact what I wanted to do. They did good, but I wanted them to be like a Matthew Knowles, like just so dedicated. Still today, I wish my dad would be my assistant and I can just work him to death, or my mama.
No, you want Joe Jackson. So, okay.
Yeah, I do. I don't know why, but I do. Shit, even if I have a man, I want him to be helpful. I want a power couple. I just don't want to have a boyfriend. I mean, I will if he's a good person and he gives me the money and he pay my bills. You know, you do your thing, I do my thing, and give me the option. I don't want to work. You know, I want that type of thing. I'm laughing because I'm thinking about these niggas in my phone and they ain't nowhere near this shit. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me?
I hear you.
Why am I wasting my time with niggas I don't want?
That's my life.
Huh? Why am I wasting my time with niggas that don't qualify? These niggas that they don't even qualify. What am I doing? Why do I have them as a distraction?
Do they have potential?
No.
Okay, drop them.
I need to, but I'll be bored sometime, and sometimes I need to make myself feel good. So.
It's some qualified people that would entertain.
I know I gotta get the qualified people first. Shit. Okay, I don't got none stacked in my phone.
They out there.
I got one or two, but honey, nah, cause he got his own house. He got dogs. I'm not about to live with him and his dogs. His dog show ain't coming over here with me. And so that ain't going nowhere. What we gonna do?
You never know. Dogs don't have a long life.
Listen, I'm smarter. I know it sounds horrible, but I want a man that's way smarter than me. Is that horrible? Like I'm tired of teaching people stuff. I'm tired of being like, oh yeah, you don't know about this credit hat. I want the man to pour into me. Give me some damn tricks. Tell me some shit I did not know. Okay, I'm tired of. I want an asset. I want him to be an asset. Okay. So he got his thing together and everything, but he is not an asset. He's not a liability either because he's very independent and he does great for himself. And it's cool. It's nice to have him around. He makes me feel nice. He gives me all these damn compliments, butter me up so we can fuck. So butter my ass up with all them compliments so he can lay me on my back. You know what I mean? And that make me feel good for a minute. he might
Not a minute.
he might feed my fat ass. You know what I mean? Shit. He might take me out every once in a while, but at the end of the day, you know, can I? If I ask him for shit, he don't know shit.
That's not good.
No.
You need somebody that's equally yoked to your intelligence.
Yes,
Like,
and then he
settling.
talked too much. He talked too damn much. I'll be hearing him talk, and you know what? I can never get the great balance. Either they don't talk at all, and it's like, oh my God, you're so boring. You're not engaging. You don't have good conversation because I like to talk. Or they just talk so damn much. And I try my best not to talk over a man, and I don't. And I try not to offend a man because sometimes they be talking some dumbass shit, and I want to be like, that sounds dumb as fuck. But I don't say that because I don't want to emasculate them. So I'll be like, oh, okay. And then I just doze off or drone off because I don't like that talk. It'd be so boring, or it just don't make sense. And I'm like, ooh, that's dumb. But I don't never say it. So, honey, I'm telling you, I need to be in a different world. You know what I mean? The world I'm in is not it. Okay, especially when I see this shit on TV. When I watch these niggas, I'm like, damn, why can't I get with a lawyer like Kelly on this show? Or, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, let me tell you, when I watch TV and movies, the men that's on there, I love those type of men. But I never run into them. God damn it.
You got to change your surroundings and where you going.
I got to. I'm tired of these. I'm tired of it now. I'm tired of it. Sick and tired of being sick and tired.
What's our next topic on the docket?
Yeah, thank you. Because you know me, I'll run my mouth. Damn, I got Tasha K on my brain. There her ass go too. But Porsha Williams. So you guys know, I was on Miss Tessa Tails' channel earlier today, and she said that Porsha hired the same divorce lawyer that she got for her first husband, which was Cordell. Every time I think of her first husband, I always think of that picture of him spreading his cheeks, showing his cornhole. Did you see that picture?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Girl, I want to ask Porsha, how does it feel? Porsha, did you not know? Did you know? Is that embarrassing? If your man was doing that, but is that shaming at the same time? I don't know. Possibly.
I mean, it's embarrassing. I mean, you're not shaming it. I mean, if you're saying you're with me and you're straight, and that's what you have established yourself as, but then this picture come out, I don't think it's shaming. It's addressing a lie.
Yeah,
because
so
there's
she
some
with another
inconsistencies in this conversation.
Yeah. Who is he giving that picture though to?
It don't matter. He spread them wide. It don't matter.
Yeah.
That won't right.
And it was another guy recently he was spreading them wide. I believe his name is Freddie. Did you see that?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, did you guys hear about Freddie? He's a dark-skinned dude, too. And I know it's always a dark-skinned one, right? But yeah, he was dark-skinned, and his name Freddie. He got with another woman. His other girlfriend exposed him for spreading his cheeks and showing his cornhole. I'm telling you, these are a lot of straight men. They love to have that cornhole play with, okay? Oh, God, they love it.
That is where they can get that automatic, situation to happen.
Oh, God.
All you got to do is hit that spot.
Oh, my goodness.
They in paradise.
But, honey, if you're not into that and you with a man that's into that, that will have to be a big surprise, a big disappointment. Man, your heart is just busting down. Because you would never think, and you know how society is, no man ever want that. A straight man would never want that, So you have
They
this.
don't want you in that area.
Yeah, you have this perception that would never be your issue. That would never be a problem for you because he's attracted to you because, you have no interest going back there. And to find out that he loves it back there, ooh, wee, girl, I couldn't even imagine. But moving to the current situation, Porsha, she has got with another liar, another scammer, and they are saying that she used her divorce lawyer for her first marriage for him. Now, with the Cordell, people also said in her first marriage that she was just there to reap the benefits. And you would think she would have learned because people are saying she's only with Simon to reap the benefits. They say that is not a good-looking man. He old as hell, and he's a liar and a scammer. And he got all them kids. You know how many kids this man got?
Too many, and that's why he ain't got no benefits.
Right. But
he's not even a citizen.
Yeah, he's not. But at one point, I was happy for Porsha. I was wishing I was Porsha. I said, "Damn, I need to come up on a Nigerian shit." He busting all
he
those
took a very
cards.
popular name.
Huh?
He took a very popular, wealthy family name to come up with the Simon Gabadia. The Gabadia family in Nigeria is very well known.
Oh,
They're
wow.
known to have lots of money and be a rich family. So he knew what he was doing when he came over here with that name, because people from like Nigeria and West Africa, they are familiar with that name. So they will automatically assume, oh, you come from a background full of riches. But it was misleading, and now it's catching up with him. So now he done fled the country.
Yeah, they said that deportation, he ain't coming back. And she has filed for divorce, and they said this divorce is serious. And it was so strange because 6 days ago, they were just all lovey-hubby. What in the world is going on?
I mean, she don't want bad press. But my thing is, if he done had wives before, why he never got his citizenship taken care of?
Well, I don't think he could because he did all that fraud. He fraud a lot of things in the beginning. And, he would stay here and he doesn't respect America time. He was supposed to leave and he'll stay as long as he want to, which he gets in more trouble. He comes here and he put misinformation on the paperwork, and he blames America for not catching his lies. I mean, this is a person with no integrity. This is a person that is hurting. And I know a lot of you guys, y'all have an issue with immigrants. He's an immigrant, girl, okay? He is trying to cross that border, okay? So, that is something to play. And I don't think Trump is going to play when it comes to the border. The immigrants, the Democrats, they like the immigrants, but the Trumpsters, they ain't having it.
Yep, I agree. Trump is over it.
Yeah.
And there's situations like this between that and the jails coming through the cartels and all of that. He's over it. Like, he look at people as criminals, and Simon is an example of a criminal.
Girl, I don't know why I had this image of I'm out here sleeping and one of them immigrants try to bust through my window. And then, I'd be really heated then. I'd be, get that goddamn immigrant out of here. It's what they calling me, legal aliens,
Not
okay?
immigrant.
A goddamn alien. We got fucking aliens in there. This alien. Get this goddamn alien out now, okay? Well, I tell you, these Republicans, they know how to name them, don't they?
That's what they do.
So what else do you have to say about Miss Porsha? And feel free to call in here, you guys. When it got 10 more minutes before the phone line ends. So you want to call in now. If you call in now, we will pick you up. Right now, we don't have any callers. So call in now. You won't have to wait.
I feel like Porsha got back what was necessary and deserved. I just found it funny that with Dennis, she said, "Oh, he think I'm cute." I mean, this is her talking to her mom, and she was sitting down. She said, "Oh, he think I'm cute. Oh, he got money. Oh, he love me." And she was opening up her legs more and more to each thing. And she was like, "Oh, yes, just put a baby in me." And I'm like, you're very shallow. And then to turn around and to be with Simon, and that's your child's father friend, that's how you was introduced to him, regardless of what him and Fallon had going on, just the introduction itself, it just was completely sloppy based off of the perception. So now she know the truth. Now she wants a divorce. And I find it funny because she gave her mom her house thinking Simon was for her forever. So it's like, you going to go back to your mama? Go to your old house? What you going to do?
But the thing about it is, Porsha don't have to do it. Like, God has blessed her to have so much money. She's a working girl. She got so much, girl. If she wanted to quit work, she'll be fine for the rest of her life. So why still have that mentality of a gold digger?
Because that money run out quick when you spending it like that quick.
Oh.
At the rate that she's spending it for the things that she's spending it on.
I'm jealous. I want to be able to spend like that. Shit. I want to be able just to, hey, spend $500,000 in a day, baby. You know what I mean? Walking, I want that. Give me that. I'm going to take my plane trip right now. You know, because now I got a flight and scheduled 2 months in advance, girl, to get the tickets down. But honey, they get up in the morning. I want to catch a flight in 2 hours. Put me on that. Put me first class. Hell yeah. I wish I lived that life. Okay. Be like, listen, I'll be in Detroit in 3 hours, girl. I see you soon. I see you in LA in 6 hours. I'll be right over there. Don't you worry.
Right.
Okay, living in the best hotels, girl. Eating the best foods. Having people rub on my feet every goddamn night to put me to sleep. Because I love my toes rubbed. That make me go to sleep real quick. So I love that. And, oh my God, just eating. I mean, I need to slow down. Ooh, and I can get that Ozempic, and I can eat anything I want to eat, because I can, where can I get the Ozempic? But if I had money like that and access, and I'd be with the rich, we'd be sitting up there with our heads high, drinking. I don't drink, but I'd probably drink a Sprite, bust a Sprite, and just feeling the breeze and just loving life. You understand? And ain't no need to take a damn selfie. I don't need to take a selfie because, honey, this is me. This is what I got. Okay? So, honey, just to have a taste of that. And I was looking at one post, she was at his house, and that big old house she was at, and looking at the ocean. Oh, my goodness. She's living a life, ain't she?
It's a beautiful life. I mean, but can she maintain it now that she's legally separated in the process of getting divorced?
They said, child, do you see these views? I ain't making shit. And it don't even come close to Miss Porsha, honey. I said I want Miss Porsha money, okay? Honey, okay? Shit. But I did have this to show y'all. Look at this shit, Miss Netta. Y'all like Miss Netta more than y'all like me. Miss Netta got all the views, and I'm over here struggling. Look at Miss Netta, okay? God damn it.
This is late at night, too. That's the only reason why you're struggling right now.
I don't even, look, Miss Nella got more attention, more views, more everything than I got. Shit. Miss Netta is just doing it, don't she? Mm. And she got a man. I don't even got a man. Miss Netta got a goddamn man. Miss Netta got money in the bank. Miss Netta got a whole bunch of views. Miss Netta got going on. Honey, she got the hair done and everything, the nails. But she said that's not even her. She said this is a she said that's a character. She said she really Joe. Okay? She said this shit ain't nothing but a character. And then Netta, you a liar. She talk about y'all ain't never seen me outside with that shit on. But maybe this is really not outside for her because she's doing, bookings. And I don't know what they doing, but I'm assuming they just did a booking. Then Miss Netta, she want to have these pregnancy tests. Now, Miss Netta, you know you fucking wrong for that hoe. Now, Miss Netta, did you not see what they did with that? Well, they said it was a trans woman, but it wasn't a trans woman. It was a man with a wig on, like Joe, like Miss Netta. Did what that shit say was gay caping some periods and some shit. Now, Miss Netta should never did that shit, but I'm glad she said she was not no transgender. She wasn't that. So whatever.
Because I was wondering about
whatever she doing, hopefully the transgenders don't take the blame for fucking Miss Netta. She's a man, okay? So the men got to take that fucking blame, okay? Not no motherfucking transgenders. So I'm glad she cleared that shit up, okay? Charles. So I guess people want to know who is the top and who's the bottom, huh?
Oh my God.
Who the top and who the bottom? Huh?
Charles, your food is ready.
You think Charles the top?
Yeah, I think so.
Honey, they say Miss Netta. They said Miss Netta is the top girl. Okay? They said Miss Netta be pounding.
Nah, she's too submissive.
Girl, bye. You must not know what be going on with these cross dresses, honey.
I just was being.
Don't let that feminine shit fool you. Don't let them hair and that wig and all that feminine shit fool you, honey. They going for this.
I'm not crazy.
Charles going for her for a reason, because it's some Joe between them legs.
Right.
They got that Joe meat, okay?
They say because of the food.
You know it ain't food. Look at that damn food. That food nasty as hell. Charles, Miss Netta don't even look like she washed her ass. Okay, she don't keep up with herself with all them goddamn bumps on her face. There's so many things she can do to fix that shit. All that shit, bacteria stuck up into that thing, all that pus and infection and shit. Could you imagine what the ass looking like, girl? Because they grow hair in the face and the ass. You know men grow hair in the ass. I can't even imagine what that ass sitting on.
She gets so much hair. I mean, facial products is not even funny.
So, ain't no way Joe going back there with all them bumps. Ain't no way Joe going back there with all them bumps. Okay, he's going for her because of the meat. Okay, that Joe meat. And she's way bigger than Charles, so she probably really packing something serious. And honey, his ex-girlfriend she don't got that tool, so she can't compete. Okay?
Not at all.
No. So, he's
I don't
going.
think she was doing anything for Charles. If dinner is ready.
But I'm happy for Netta and Charles, because I'm sure Netta would have never got this attention, especially being back in the 90s. And she would have never got this attention if it wasn't for social media. It just lets you know the power of social media and how the world have changed. But the world can go backwards too now. But they always like characters like Miss Netta. They like Shamar. You know that man with the crooked thing. Who else they like? They love Andrew. They love Andrew Cartwell. So you got to be one of those type of individuals to really make it. Okay? All right,
Yeah.
so
Uh-huh.
let's go to our next caller. Calling from 860. You're live from the air. Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. What are your thoughts about all this?
Hi,
Hey.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I want to touch on Wendy
Okay, let's
Williams.
go, Wendy. Talk about it.
Yeah, I believe that people is not giving her a fair chance. She's like
90
everybody else
seconds.
who had a talk show, who talked and gossiped to get views and money. You know, that's how she made a living. So why is everybody coming down on her? In my personal experience, well, not experience, but my belief, I think that somebody slipped her a nookie. I think somebody did something to her. That's just my personal opinion.
Mm. So do you
60
think
seconds.
who would do that? Because she did have a lot of enemies.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I mean, come on, she made a point where she said she would never take her wig off in front of anybody. She always kept the wig by her bed. She always kept one in the bathroom in case of emergency. And all of a sudden, she's talking to Black China without a wig.
Yeah, that seems
it's just
staged.
something.
That seems staged.
Yeah, something
Out of all
seems a little
people,
off.
why Black China? Out of all people, why Black China? Out of all people,
Right.
Black China? That's
I
an
believe-
insult. You're iconic.
Right.
Black China is not. What is Black China
10
talent?
seconds.
Her talent is sleeping with men and being on the pole. Are you serious?
I really believe also that they made Black China do that. They told her to do that, to put her on the spot. And I
Yeah,
believe
she
she
make
got paid
money
to do
because they said Black China is definitely, she's doing a lot of shows because, she don't do that, that freaky shit no more. So, they definitely going, and her name will always hold weight. So, definitely.
Yeah,
But who would
something a
you
little
replace
off. I
for
think-
Black China? Who do you think would have been suitable? I would have loved to see Oprah, but I would have loved to see somebody like Oprah, somebody that was on her level, somebody that was in her same frame. You understand? In her same kind of working.
Right.
Or even Steve Harvey. Or who else is out here? It's a lot of them. It's a lot of people they could have had. Aaron, I don't know who. Arsenio Hall, is he still living?
Yeah, Arsenio Hall still living.
Yeah, but that's his lane. He was great at one point. Arsenio Hall,
He was.
somebody in that I think they should have had. But who do you guys think they should have had?
Right. I really can't say. I just think that they're not giving back to Wendy. They're not giving her a fair chance. That's all I want to say. And I think she should come back if she can, get the help that the best help that she can get, and come back better and stronger.
I want to ask the audience. I want to ask. Sorry to cut you off. I want to ask the audience. Who would you guys replace for Black China to be in her documentary? Who would you guys replace? Put the people in the comment section. Now go ahead. I'm sorry.
Definitely not Oprah. No Oprah. I would say J Hud, Jennifer Hudson. Nope.
Somebody, Lavadia said Montel Williams, Jerry Lewis.
Oh, you mean to play her spouse?
No, not to play her, just to have a conversation with her in her documentary.
Oh, like you said though earlier, I was listening. She's not in her right frame of mind. So, I don't know. I just feel bad for her.
I think that
I really
everybody always wanted to see her and Oprah just have a theme because they're both in the same lane, Somebody said Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
Trey gonna say T.S. Madison. Trey, Stop
No,
it.
not TS. No,
Yeah.
Not.
Hell no.
Trey just acting a fool. Shit.
I
Who?
can't get on the phone.
Yeah. And then she can't manage her money. She got this lady managing her money now. I mean, it's like they taking advantage of Wendy. I feel really bad. She was good at what she did. Everybody has a bad opinion about her, but in my opinion, she was good at what she did. And it's like most YouTubers and talk show hosts, they do what they got to do to get their money up, and take care of their family.
Or
So,
what about Charlemagne the
why?
God? Charlemagne.
Nah, they couldn't even get along. They can't stand each other. Remember they used to work with each other back in the day?
Yeah, they were
They
real
can't stand
tight.
each other now.
They were real tight.
Yeah, they was really, really close.
Somebody said
And
Queen
they can't stand
Latifah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, but I don't want to come on here.
They
and,
said, what about Club
no.
Shay Shay Shannon?
Oh hell no.
Ah!
Hell.
Shannon, ooh,
He weird as
girl.
hell.
Shannon
weird.
Sharp. Oh my God, can
No,
you
he got too much.
imagine that?
He a drama king. He's a drama king. He like drama.
He's a drama queen.
He just
Yes, he is a drama queen.
well, queen. Yeah. You could say that. Yeah, he's a drama queen. But I was just dozing off listening to you. I love your show.
Thank you. They said, what about Lunel?
Lunel? Hell no. Let me see. Lunel, no.
Kids going everywhere.
Well, I guess they not gonna give
I
me.
can't even picture. I can't even fathom Lunel doing anything like that. But she got her OnlyFans thing going on too, and she lost in the sauce.
Oh,
herself,
okay.
so.
What about Tasha K?
Hell no. Nope.
But
No
wouldn't that
Tasha
be
K.
something though? Wouldn't that be iconic though?
That would be. Yeah, Tasha, she's cool. I like her. So yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening.
They said Ricky Lake. What about Ellen? Because her and Ellen, they had the show around the same time, right?
So like I told you before, Ellen was known to be mean too.
I used
But
to
I
like
still
Ellen
find something's up with the guys passing in the hotel.
Yeah, bad, but
What about
it is what
Whoopi
it is, like
Goldberg? What about Whoopi?
Whoopi would be she'd be a good interviewer, I think. But the problem is Wendy is not herself. I don't know if y'all seen that picture with her in Black China. Wendy would have never went on TV without her wig. She made that clear.
Right.
She made that clear. She said in case of emergency, she have a wig in her bedroom, next to her bed, in the bathroom, in the kitchen. In case of emergency, she could put that wig on. When I saw Wendy without that wig and them patches in her head, I was like, no, something ain't right. It's not right. And Black China hugging her and shit, trying to play it off all cool and shit, knowing Wendy looked crazy as hell, So, and dementia is a really messed up disease because you forget your loved ones, and her son is pretty close. Could you imagine? She's not going to remember her son, her father.
Because her mind is gone. Her mind is gone.
Right. That is one disease that I hate because you forget everyone who you love.
Yeah, you just become a shell of a person. You become a shell of a person.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be sad. You come around your mother, she don't know who you are, so
yeah,
I feel really bad for her.
Yeah, I can't even imagine that. It's so sad. This is life, y'all. That's why y'all got to live life because we don't we're not going to live forever. Could you imagine everybody on this
Exactly.
podcast? We all gonna be gone one day. We're not gonna be on here.
Yes.
We're not gonna be on
We all
planet
gotta cross
Earth.
that path.
Girl, that
Yeah.
make me scream. I'll be so damn mad about it. Okay? But you gotta live your life. If you wanna get some head
Gotta
tonight,
live
go
to the
do it.
fullest.
Go do it. You ain't gonna give no head
Yeah,
after
you have to
this.
live
This
life.
is it.
That's why I always say you only get one body. It ain't like you could you could go to the pharmacist and say, I'm here to pick up my body. You know, you got to take care of your body, you know?
Damn, I need to stop eating then.
And your health. Health is wealth, because they're trying to say that happened because she drank so much alcohol. You know, but I know people who drink alcohol like crazy and they don't get dementia like that. You know what I'm saying? It just happens so fast.
You know, I have a conflict of interest because I do need to lose some weight. But okay, what would y'all want to do? Would y'all, okay, if you only had one more year to live, or 10 or 50, shit. If you only got a short time, goddammit, would you want to eat all the things and really enjoy your taste buds and not deprive yourself? Or would you be worried about, you know, what you eat and, you know, being on a diet, but you look good? Which one?
Well,
Press 1 if you want to eat what you want to
I
eat.
ain't gonna lie.
Press 4 if you want, you more care about, you know, what your body look like. Even if you're gonna go, you're gonna go. Time is limited. Even if you're on the best diet, you're still gonna go at that time. Okay, so it's not like if you eat good, then you're gonna preserve and you're gonna get more life. The scenario is you both go at the same time, whether you're on a diet or not. You know, so are you gonna eat or are you gonna have that snatch? You know,
Well,
what would y'all do?
if I know I had a limited time to live, I'm gonna eat the best food that I want. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my taste buds desire. I'm gonna eat till I pop. Okay, and I want to be surrounded by my family. You know, but. Yeah, I'm going to eat my ass off.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to travel the world like that man that be eating anything, just eating. Just not eating those. I ain't gonna eat no gator balls. Like, you know, I can't eat gator balls.
Oh,
fried gator balls
goodness.
dipped in flour.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I know that's right. Living it up. Give me something. Let me get a large. And get us some sauce. Let me get that sweet and spicy sauce. Because I'm definitely a dipper.
Let me get that.
Okay.
Poo-poo sauce. Sprinkle it all over there. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Now you talking my language. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Get that mac and cheese. Okay.
Girl,
oh my God.
Some good home baked mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Yes. With some spirits.
Uh-huh. Now they say when you die, Jesus prepared for you a big feast. I don't know about eating. I don't think you can eat after you die. That's just my belief. But they say it's gonna be a big feast. I wonder what they got up there. They got some mac and cheese.
Well, if you believe in God, there is life after death. So you will be up there eating. You know, you just can't overeat.
Then how you gonna shit? What? They got a bathroom too?
They probably do. I'm sure they do.
Got it. Okay. You think they got a bathroom? I ain't never heard they had a bathroom. But okay.
Trust me, it's a bathroom. It's a golden bathroom.
Oh shit, a golden bathroom. Okay. Oh my goodness. A golden bathroom.
But yeah, I don't want none of y'all in the chat to think I'm on here clout chasing. You either, Gigi. But I'm a new YouTuber, and I was wondering if you could shout my channel out. I don't have much subscribers. I just started.
Well, you can tell them. They're going to think you clout chasing, though, but go ahead.
Please, y'all follow me. I guarantee a good laugh. I need subscribers. I'm like you used to do. Remember you said I'm begging for likes. I'm begging for subscribers. It's uniquely UNIQUELEE765. Right now it's about my cat and me, but I guarantee not my cat down here. My real cat. I have a real cat. And she's funny as hell. So please check her out.
Got
y'all.
it. All right. Well, I thank you so much. We're going to let you go now, okay? All right.
Okay.
So, 804, you there? She sleep. She done fell. Damn, she done fell asleep. 804, wake up. Get up. Get your butt up, 804. C, get up. Get up, C. C, get up. C sleep. She sleep, y'all. Miss C went to sleep on me, or she went to sleep on that lady because I wasn't talking. Okay, but listen, I'm so nice, you know. I'm so. You heard that snoring too. You heard that snoring too? I heard it too, child. I heard that snoring. Ooh, well, you know what? I enjoyed you guys. And you know, we got to start doing this more often. And this is what they telling me. I got to start doing more videos of Wendy Williams or Beyonce or somebody, but they got to do better than my Christian Rock videos. So when my Christian Rock videos, when they have more followers or more views, the algorithm pushes me more in the Christian Rock direction. So I'm going to need to do more of this type of commentary, and I need to beat the Christian, because I still going to do Christian because I need the fucking views. I can't be too picky. But, you know, I need to shift the algorithm on the other side. It's just a fighting thing. We fighting. Well, anyway, I'm going to get on out of here. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, The Messy Sweet Spot. And I will see y'all on another video. DJ, where you at? Thank you, Trey. And don't forget, I do uploads. I got my twin sister, Rakaya. My twin sister, Rakaya, will be... Are you back, 804? Miss C? Oh, I thought I heard something. All right, I'm out. Did you say something, Miss C? Miss C? Miss C sleeping so damn good and peaceful. She's sleeping so good and peaceful. Are you there, girl? You there? Girl, how was it? How did it feel?
Good.
No wonder the last look, the last time I said something, I said, so what'd you think? And you were so calm, I should have known something then. I said, oh, she sounds so relaxed and everything. Oh my God. Girl, we heard you snoring and everything.
Oh, I was snoring.
Huh?
That was a nice nap, though. I feel rejuvenated. Oh my God.
Girl, good thing I wasn't getting cussed out here, and I'd be like, hey, Miss C, did you hear what they say about me? I'd be all by myself. Oh my God, that was funny.
I would have woke up though, because your voice would have been different, and I've been like, hold on, what happened?
That is too funny. All right, I love
but
you, girl.
Tonight was a calm night.
Well, we got to keep on coming these nights and keeping them rolling and keep on talking about different stuff other than Christian Rock, so I can get pushed in the other side of the algorithm. I got to keep it going.
You did one all night. We didn't even have to mention that.
I'm glad we didn't because we need to get out of that. But I still got to do it because I need the views at this point. I'm stuck in a rut. All right. Well, I love you and I appreciate you and I'll see you next time.
I
Okay?
love you too.
All right, baby.
All right, honey. Good night.
Good night.
All right.